Long after the great flood, the world was beginning again. People were growing in number, spreading across the land, and starting new lives together. At that time, something very unique united everyone on earth. Every person spoke the same language. Communication was easy. People understood one another clearly, and working together felt natural and powerful. As the people traveled, they discovered a wide, open plain in a place called Shinar. The land was flat and fertile, perfect for building. Instead of continuing to spread out across the earth, they chose to settle there. They said to one another, "Let's stay here. Let's build a city together." They began by making bricks. They shaped clay and baked it in fire until it became strong. Instead of using stone, they used these bricks. Instead of mortar, they used tar. With these new building methods, their confidence grew. They worked side by side, sharing ideas and strength. The people felt united, capable, and secure. Then a bold idea took hold among them. They said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves so that we will not be scattered over the face of the earth."
At first, this may sound like ambition and teamwork, but beneath their words was a deeper issue. Their goal was not to honor God. Their goal was to elevate themselves. They wanted security without trusting God, greatness without humility, and unity without obedience. So the tower began to rise. Day after day, brick by brick, the structure grew taller. From the ground, it looked massive and impressive. The people looked up at their work with pride. They admired what their hands had built and said, "Look how powerful we are! Look what we have achieved!" But while the tower seemed enormous to them, it was small in comparison to God. The Bible tells us that the Lord came down to see the city and the tower. This shows how limited human pride really is. What people believed would reach heaven still required God to come down to see it. God saw that the people were united, but united in pride. He knew that if this continued, humanity would move further away from Him, trusting their own strength instead of His guidance. Pride would grow and humility would disappear. So God chose to intervene.
Suddenly, the people could no longer understand one another. The single language they once shared was confused. Instructions sounded like nonsense. Conversations turned into arguments. Workers shouted in frustration, unable to communicate clearly. Construction stopped. The tower was never finished. Without the ability to understand one another, the people began to separate. Families and groups moved in different directions, spreading across the earth. The city became known as Babel because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world. What was meant to make their name great instead revealed their limitations. This story is not just about a tower. It is about the human heart. The people of Babel wanted control. They wanted success on their own terms. They wanted to build a future without depending on God. God is not against progress, creativity, or people working together. But when pride replaces trust in God, even the greatest plans can fall apart. Unity without humility leads to division. The story of Babel also helps us understand our world today. Different languages, cultures, and nations are not accidents. They are part of humanity spreading across the earth, just as God intended from the beginning. Most importantly, the Tower of Babel teaches us this: no matter how high humans try to build, we cannot reach heaven by our own effort. God does not need a tower to come down to us. He desires hearts that are humble and willing to trust Him. The unfinished tower stands as a quiet reminder. True greatness is not about making our own name famous. It is about walking humbly with God and living according to His purpose. The Tower of Babel was left behind, but its message still speaks today.